Hello, good people. This is your guy, Mr. Educator, Mr. Communicator, Mr. Free Thinker, coming back at you live once again from the Lone Star State with another edition of the Meter Mike Speaks. All right, good people, it is 40 minutes past the hour, and yes, we are the voice of the everyday citizen. All right, good people, a few of my subscribers asked me to do this story because they have a friend of theirs that is across the pond, and they wanted me to touch upon this about the future of Will Smith's career. So here we go. And the question is his career over? Some say yes. Some say he may get a second shot. So let's talk about it. As we all know, the incidents that have just happened over these past few days have just really had a turn for the worse for Will Smith. We all know him from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, from all of his first movie roles, to Bad Boys, to Men in Black, which you would see the still shot photos. But talk about a fall from grace, or is it a fall from grace? But we all know he went from film favorite to Hollywood villain when he slapped Chris Rock on stage at the Oscars. Has he done permanent damage to his image and career? And what punishment might he face? That's the question. As the Oscars ended on Sunday night, Will Smith may have hoped he had nipped the fallout from his slap in the bud. But people are saying after that tearful Best Actor acceptance speech, in which he did apologize to the Academy and his fellow nominees and tried to frame himself as a defender of his family, the storm hadn't passed when he woke up the next day. It only intensified as people took stock of his behavior in the cold light of day. Now, according to Miss Sharon Waxman, she says it is kind of crazy to think that this one incident could wipe away so many decades of goodwill. I do, yeah. I'm saying the same thing. But it was so public, it was so outside of the box. One agent we talked to called it a stunning act of narcissism. The movie star brand for Will Smith is badly tarnished. Unquote, that is. Now the conclusion is, according to Waxman, is mortally wounded is a quote. That's what one of the agents we talked to called it, and said he's kind of done as an A-list movie star. I don't know. I just think he's going to have to take a step back. And I think Chris Rock going to have to come to his aid to say all is good. If not, I don't know. Now, according to Kim Masters, editor-at-large of The Hollywood Reporter, agrees Smith, known for hits like Men in Black, Independence Day, and Bad Boys, has done huge damage to his image. He's built a persona over many, many years, and this was a complete break from that persona. Excuse me, which I do agree, people. That was taken out of, he was way out of his character. Uncalled for. They go on to say that people were absolutely shocked by his comportment and subsequently a rather peculiar acceptance speech and then dancing as if he had not a care in the world at the Vanity Fair party. So this is a big chance for what people know and expect from Will Smith, unquote. Well, that was kind of strange. I mean, you were upset at that time, then you're not upset, and I guess you snap back to reality. I don't know. Maybe you're bipolar. I don't know. Because see, people before all of this, he had no history of causing trouble and was known to be generous with fellow cast members, she added. But nothing less, many people have said they can't look at him the same again, unquote. Now, what can we expect from him in the coming months, good people? There may be charity work, a public announcement of therapy, or anger management. I don't know. Or they may get on this red table talk thing and talk about it. I don't know. I would not do that, though. If that was me, I wouldn't do that. But here's the thing, good people. What does it say about his future? Now, according to forthcoming films, that Will has a number of films in the pipeline that have now been thrown into uncertainty. They include Bad Boys 4, Bright 2, and Apple's Emancipation, in which he plays a runaway slave, which I don't agree with. I'm sick of the slave movies, but hey, it is what it is. Now, a big indicator of how tarnished Will Smith's reputation is will come when we see what Apple decides to do with his movie Waxman, according to Mr. Waxman. So, everybody thought it would come out the second half of the year and be in contention for awards for next year. And we don't know what Apple's going to do. If they decide to push it back, I think that'll give you some strong sense of what they want, what they don't want to be out in the marketplace with Will Smith this year, unquote. Which I do agree. He's toxic at this point, but we all know he's not the first actor to be toxic. It's just the fact that as an African American actor, I do believe you can't afford that. We all know Johnny Depp got pulled from Fantastic Beasts. You know, we all know Mel Gibson was hit with some things, but he bounced back. But I don't know with Will Smith. But then again, even though his career may be wounded, but if he can reconcile with Hollywood, it's not necessarily over. The final words of his acceptance speech on Sunday were, "I hope that the Academy invites me back." That's what he said. But he knew what was going on. Now, the chances of him being asked to present the Best Actress award at the 2023 Oscars, as the previous year's Best Actor winner would traditionally do, appear small. Well, I don't think they're going to ask him back for that. I don't think so. But here's the thing. After he resigned, the police did not arrest him. We know that. After consulting Rock on that night. But they said they still can file a report at a later date if Chris Rock changes his mind, which I don't think he will. But I don't know if the DA can still pick up those charges. I don't think they won't. You know, I don't think they will. But anyway, but how could he fall so low by doing that? I don't get it, good people. I don't. I guess he was tired of being the good guy. And I guess he truly wanted to be a bad boy. So anyway, until next time, this is your guy, Mr. Educator, Mr. Communicator, Mr. Free Thinker. Subscribe, share, and like to keep me rocking on the mic. Have a good night.
Understand you soon, it won't be long. Keep on, keep running.